मैं मोनिका मेहता साइंस स्लोगढ़ ਅੱਜ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਰਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਇੰਪਰੂਵਮੈਂਟ ਇਨ ਫੂਡ ਰਿਸੋਰਸਸ ਔਰ ਸਟ੍ਰੈਟਜੀ ਫॉर enhancement in food production. As the population is growing, we can say there is an increase in food demand. That's why several efforts are done to meet this demand by increasing the food production. There is an urgent need to increase our food production without degrading our environment and disturbing ecological system. Now you can say we are rearing yield of the crop depends upon the farming practices and agriculture technologies applied during its cultivation. This is the correlation in between higher inputs and yield. The better financial condition of farmers boosts the farmer purchasing capacity for inputs and decides the type of cropping system to be followed. For this, we rear the animals like known as the animal husbandry to achieve our goals for the improvement of food resources or enhancement of the food production. We rear the animals, that is known as the animal husbandry, and you can say livestock is the rear are cows, buffaloes, pigs, camels, and goats, along with the agriculture done. And dairy farming is the management of the milk products for the consumption, for the human consumption, is known as the dairy farming. For along with the crops, we can do the animal husbandry, cattle farming for the milk, and for the draft animals for labor, poultry, eggs, poultry for the broiler production and eggs, fish productions, beekeeping, apiaries. These are all concerned with the agriculture. Then the strategy for the enhancement in the food production, how the goals can be achieved. With this, you can do the mixed farming, that means along with cattle farming, poultry, apiary, fish farming, and apiary apiculture. They will also help in the more food production to for the demand of food along with the agriculture products. These are the rearing of various animals and birds along with the agriculture. Here in the picture shows mulching, irrigation method, storage, and you can say rearing or domestication of the animals extra done along with the agriculture. Food from animals. How the agriculture is concerned with animal. From the agriculture we get the various products like from the animals we get the milk, eggs, and meats that are from the cows, buffaloes. They eat the wheat and maize. This way they are all concerned with the more crop productions. How can be improvement in the crop yield? There are mainly two types of crops which are grown: kharif crops and rabi crops. Kharif crops are grown in rainy season like paddy, soybean, pigeon pea, etc. Rabi crops are grown in winter season: wheat, gram, peas, mustard, and linseed. The crop yield could be improved by. How the crops are improved by? Another improvement किमें कर सकते हैं, like by the variety production and protection management we can improve the agriculture. How the agriculture practices: first we prepare the soil, sowing seed, irrigation, weeding, and crop production, harvesting, preservation, crop improvement, and rotation. These are all help in management of the agriculture. Along with the this is the long view of the farmhouse. You can see the rearing of the animals and poultry, apiculture along with the farm field. And from the farmhouse farm to we get the food producers, and these are food industries and grocery stores are all concerned with the farmhouse, or you can say with the crop production. How the efficient farming can be done? With the today aquaponics is hydroponics, that is technique of growing plants in the water, and along with the fish farming also done. The fish produces the nitrogen wastes that are converted by bacteria into nitrates that are consumed by the plants. Hydroponics, you can say aquaponics is also a technique of growing. Here also shown the hydroponics, growing the plants in the water, along with the fish farming. This is the system, shows how you can improve the crop or get the more. Or NAFTA system, as shown sliding scale. This is the system showing the NAFTA agriculture, how the agriculture wastes are used for as a manure, as for the generation of electricity extra, and improvement of food resources. How can be done? We can do the integrated farming. Along with the agriculture, we can rear the livestock, beekeeping, fishery, poultries. These all are the methods. You can say integrated farming includes the crop husbandry, livestock, poultry, duckery, horticulture, aquaculture, apiculture, sericulture means rearing of silkworm, mushroom culturing, agroforestry, biofertilizer. These are all components of the integrated farming. IFS means for the sustainable agriculture. We can do the mixed integrated farming along with the livestock and the crop production, that is known as the integrated biosystem or integrated agriculture. These are how water these are elements: watersheds, farm, pond, pesticide, fertilizer, gas, solar energy, vermicomposting, green manuring, rainwater harvesting. They are all components that helps in the more production. IFS, integrated farming system. And what is the farm family? ਇੱਕ ਕਿਸਾਨ ਦੀ ਫੈਮਿਲੀ ਕਿਆ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ? ਇੱਕ labor, livestock, crops, water, soil and other resources are the farm family. You can say from the crop we can get the grains, pulses, cereals. They are used as for feeding the animals. Here the rearing of animals and poultry along with the agriculture, that is from the residue obtained from the rice, cassava, oil, palm, and from the water, plants, fish, biodigester, we can get the nutrients, foods. This way rice, ਜੋ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਹਸਕ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, ਉਹ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ pigs, buffaloes ਵਗੈਰਾ, they will eat them, and their waste is used in biodigester, and you can get the manure. These are also concerned with the improvement of the food resources. And now the high yielding varieties of the cows and the crops can be used for more improvement of food resources in the agriculture. You can see the high yielding varieties are used. And irrigation method, fertilizers, cattle husbandry, poultry farm, these are all concerned with the our mixed cropping, or you can say IFS. Improvement of food resources, how can be done? Here shown along with the crop, you can rear the hydroponics technique also can be used. And the blue green algae, neem leaf and turmeric, they will help in the help in the improvement of crops by the disease resistance. And the from the compositables we can get the bread, grain, fruits. These are all concerned with the, as the picture shows, yard waste, plants, soil, paper, food scraps. They are converted into composite. And here the shown maize and wheat varieties are also shown, various wheat varieties. This is the Stratgies, how can we can use the genetically modify crops for the more production of the food. Here you can say we can produce the more like from the mustard plant we have produced the this kohlrabi, kale, broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower. These are all the genetically modified crops obtained from the mustard family. Beekeeping or apiculture, rearing of the bee was for the production of honey. And in India, Apis dorsata variety of the bee is used for getting the honey. And maintenance of the hives of the honey bee for the production of honey. But is apiculture the main maintenance of the honey bee hives for the production of honey is called apiculture. In India, we use the honey and grow the Apis indica for the production of honey from the beehives. And what is the poultry farm management? In this, domestication of fowls used for the food for their eggs. For this way we can select the disease hybrid varieties, disease free suitable breeds. Farm condition should be we provide them good food, hygiene, health care, and these are all concerned with the poultry farm management. From the poultry we get the meat and the eggs. And the rearing of the plants, green revolution. MS Swaminathan in the India done the green revolution in India. And he and high yielding variety and disease resistance variety like wheat, rice, maize are grown. What is the plant breeding? For the manipulation of plant species in order to create the desired plant types that are better suitable for cultivation and disease resistance. Means plant breeding ਉਹ ਵਾਲੀਆਂ ਵਰਾਇਟੀਜ਼ ਗਰੋ ਕਰਨਾ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਕਿ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਡਿਜ਼ੀਜ਼ ਰਜਿਸਟੈਂਸ ਹੋਣ, ਘੱਟ ਪਾਣੀ ਸੋਖ ਸਕਣ, ਔਰ ਹਾਈ ਯੀਲਡਿੰਗ ਵਰਾਇਟੀ ਨੂੰ ਰੇਅਰ ਕਰਨਾ ਔਰ ਬਰੀਡ ਕਰਨਾ. ਫਿਸ਼ਰੀ, what is the fishery? Catching and culturing of the fishes like aquatic and marine fishes are cultured in the fisheries. You can do hybrid maize, jowar, bajra can be obtained by these are the high yielding variety and resistance to water stress. They help in the more crop production. So Nalika is the variety of wheat that is due to that green revolution takes place. And MS Swaminathan is the father of green revolution in India. Wheat and rice. In 1963, several varieties such as Sonalika, Kalyan, Sorona, these varieties are grown during the green revolution. These are the high yielding variety. They are resistant to disease and were introduced all type throughout India. They are grown, wheat and rice. Enhancement in food production. You can use millets. High yielding variety of the millets are also grown in the India by the method of hybridization. We can obtain the high yielding variety which are resistant to disease and water stress. Enhancement in food production. You can see in the North India, sugarcane are developed by the high yielding by the breeding of the plants. Desirable combination of characters like high yielding, high sugar, high resistance to crop diseases. The sugarcane breeding institute is at Coimbatore of India. Here shown the various variety 421, 453s. These are the sugarcane varieties to get the more sugar. These are also concerned. Strategy. Here the crop production like the sugar corn crop production is shown. You can see due to green revolution, Norman Borlaug is also the father of green revolution. Now with the help of the polyhouse, and you can say these are the polyhouse. You can do the horticulture also in the greenhouse. and these are the horticulture is more intensive and commercial than the other agriculture techniques. You can grow the various vegetable with the help of horticulture involves landscaping, floriculture, turf management, greenhouse and nursery management. These are all the components that are concerned with the horticulture. These are all with the crop production. And this is again hydroponics technique, growing the plants in the water. You can see here in the walls we have grown, and this is the wheat variety or maize, high yielding. In the old, traditional methods were used like ploughing the field with the help of kettles. That's why the kettles are concerned, highly concerned with the production of the agriculture. Various irrigation, you can say, improvement of in the crop production with the help of breeding high yield, improved quality, biotic resistance, variety change in the uh, maturity duration. These type of the crop varieties are used. We provide them nutritional management like manure, fertilization, organic farming, then irrigation with the help of tanks, river lift system, tanks, mixed. Then comes the mixed cropping. What is the mixed cropping? Growing two or more crops together in the same field, like for example beet, groundnut and sunflower are grown. This is the known as mixed cropping. Intercropping means growing of the two crops simultaneously in a definite pattern. That is the intercropping. You can see how the farm helps in production. This picture, poultry is also shown, depicts all the only seeing with the picture. Mixed cropping, intercropping, crop rotation and crop protection management like removal of the weeds, pest, pathogen, animal husbandry, cattle farming, milk production, draft animal, poultry farm, egg broiler production, fish production, beekeeping. All these are the concerned with the agriculture. You can see here the mixed cropping and rearing of the animals and plants, poultry and horticulture. These all help in the help the farm to grow the more food production. Thank you for listening and watching the video. This is all about the crop production in India. You can see these are this strategy: hydroponics, high yielding variety, rearing of animals, husbandry, extra high. These all are concerned. Apiculture, high yielding variety, broccolis, genetically modify crops, and these are all concerned with the production of getting electricity from the waste product. You